Hey, so it's day 5 of SSSVEDA, and today is also Easter Sunday, 2015. We had our dinner early, so we're not doing much today other than just sitting back and enjoying and maybe eating a little bit chocolate. We've been up very early because the kids have been searching for eggs and eating as much as they can before we realized that they were up. And I'm sure they're a little bit wired right now, so let's see if we can do this without them coming in. Because today's Easter, I thought we'd do a different theme. Today we're going to talk about the resurrection of self. And yes, we can resurrect ourselves. We can change our paths in life. When we're not feeling fulfilled anymore, that is the time to change. So let me tell you a little bit about my own story. Many years ago, about 22 years ago, I became a teen mom. One of the best moments of my life, but it's definitely led me on a little bit of a different course than I thought I'd lead. So way back then, I changed my course for high school and went into something else. And then I went through, became the founder of a grassroots organization, then went back to college to take another subject and worked for many years as a law clerk as well. It was after I'd worked for a lawyer for quite a few years that I stopped feeling that sense of fulfillment. And I worked for an absolutely amazing guy, not the lawyerly type, very friendly. We were a really good family in our office. And it almost broke my heart to tell him that I was going after something else. And I had imagined different things. First, I looked at going to law school. Very good thing I did not. I did end up having a 4th child the year I took my LSATs and applied to law school. And then I started looking a little bit further, and that is when my family and I decided to open our first business. At the time, I didn't know what I know now. I didn't know that the best thing to do is to look at what you're passionate about and build a business from there. We chose what we knew, not what made us happy. So that's something you really need to consider when you're thinking about resurrecting yourself. So how do you go about finding a resurrection of yourself? First, take a look at what you're doing right now in life. Are you happy? Are you looking forward to Mondays? Or are you just feeling sick in your stomach for going to work each day? Is it something that's causing you so much stress and anxiety, not because the work's too easy or you have bad coworkers, but just because you don't feel fulfilled inside? If that's the case, then maybe it's time to start looking for something different. So how do you go about that process? That's something I can help you with, but the first thing to do is to start looking at what interests you, what makes you happy, what could you do? And don't think small. Don't think, oh, well, I could start a business, or maybe I could join the gym, or I could do this or do that. I want you to think big. If you could do anything in the world, money was no object, location was no object, what would you do and what could you do? And then start working from there. All you have to do is start taking action. It's not going to be something immediate. You're not going to change the world overnight. You may not go on that trip to that foreign country that speaks a different language right away, but you can start working towards that by taking action. That action may be as simple as starting to learn a new language or doing a little bit of research on the subject matter. So think about it over the next few days. How would you resurrect yourself? Do you need to be resurrected? How can you turn your life into something filled with clarity, passion, and purpose? I look forward to hearing from you, and join me at rebeccapalmer.ca and check out our Talk It Out group coaching sessions or our Talk It Out one-on-one confidential counseling programs, and we'll help you get through this next step. That's it. See you tomorrow for day 6 of SSSVEDA. Bye.